talk about North America. For years, North America has been at the center of the conversation about the global church because of the ways it exports worship music, celebrity pastors, and theology to the rest of the world. The history of Christianity in North America began with the arrival of Spanish, French, and English colonists, some of which came seeking religious freedom. However, as European populations grew, so did violence and oppression toward indigenous people and Africans who were kidnapped and brought to the region as slaves. In the 1800s, revival movements like the Two Great Awakenings and the corresponding abolitionist movement changed the nature of the church. During this period, the Black church emerged as a vital center of faith and community, growing separately but alongside white congregations, and served as a hub for spiritual growth, community support, and advocacy for equality and justice. By the early 1900s, Catholic and mainline Protestant traditions had become the most widespread and culturally influential expressions of Christianity. That influence began to shift in the late 20th century with the rise of multi-site megachurches, charismatic leaders, and new worship music trends that reshaped North American church life. Evangelical movements also expanded, sending North American missionaries to other parts of the world. Today, polarized politics, tensions over social issues, and church scandals are leaving many disillusioned with the North American church. Looking at practices, most North American Christians worship in either very large or very small congregations, and many are likely to switch denominations or leave church altogether at some point in their life. North America represents only 5% of the world's population and 10% of the Christian population. 71% of the region identify as Christian. There are 272 million Christians in the region, with the US having the most. If these 272 million Christians were 100 people, we'd see that the North American church is highly affluent, scoring the highest on every socioeconomic marker, like access to doctors, internet, electricity, secondary education, proper nutrition, and clean air. All 100 would live on over $100 a day. While 64 primarily speak English, 17 speak Spanish, and 31 are Catholic, factors that indicate immigration from Latin America is contributing to a growing Hispanic Christian presence, much of it Catholic. Last, almost all people in North America, 98%, have access to the gospel, and North America is still a relatively welcoming place to practice religion, with few governmental restrictions or hostilities compared to the rest of the world. Let's dive deeper into a few specific areas shaping the North American church. First, even if North America seems like a predominantly Christian region, this doesn't necessarily mean people actively practice their faith. Many North American Christians wrestle with belief, or the role religion plays in their lives. While the rest of the world is becoming more religious, agnostics and atheists are the second biggest groups in the region. If this trend continues, it's possible that we'll see North America become the first continent to be majority non-religious. Second, while the trend of faith decline continues, migrant communities are providing a strong sense of hope. A majority of immigrants in North America are active Christians. Some migrants are moving to North America as missionaries, while others, particularly first-generation immigrants, are finding faith in Jesus through faithful communities proclaiming the gospel in the places they live. We should also pay attention to recent data indicating a renewed openness to spirituality, including Christianity, among young people. It's encouraging to see that emerging generations may be more spiritually curious and engaged. God is moving across North America. Let's stay attentive to His work and open to how He is calling us to be part of the global church.